out there. Guys got problems with the videos and streaming. It's really not us. I did everything I could on our end, so bear with us. Try, like you said, refresh. So hopefully it'll work out for the better. Yeah. Excuse me. Anyways, I'll get rid of that AC and doing some rails over here. Just kidding. Anyways, should be an exciting show, man. I'm looking forward. I gotta pull up her photos and stuff of her artwork, her miscellaneous works, and I gotta stop that shit right away on Facebook. You looking forward to it or what?
Oh yeah.
And we got the book right here. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. There it is. I just turned it and I'm on delay. So, anyways, without any further ado, what do you got? You got any tongue? Or,
Oh, I was thinking attitude adjustment.
That'll work.
Gray world.
All right, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. See you.
Clouds in the sky, filling a view with champagne as a car is moving by, polluting them, sliding up a building is running away in the thick. The vesicles are playing and making us up of an explosion. It's a great world. Keep walking right along, that's not to rewind, those stuff brings you the whole to disappear. Just like a baby with nations and the roots stand and some new space you think I'm crazy. It's a great world. It's a great world. It's a great world. It's a great world. People walk around alone, talking not to anyone. Guns are trapping through your ears, all sins disappear. Just find out everywhere he thinks he's got no room to spare. That he's good by using places and treating things like hockey things.
Yeah. So, anyways, blah, blah, blah. A lot of you guys are having problems tuning in. So, tell your friends to go to Livestream, type in E.D. Show Fanzine, and click on number 11. It has a picture of the lovely Liz McGrath on it. and it should take you right to the page, and you should be in luck. Occasionally they're streaming, and their servers are a little slow, so you may have to refresh the page. Sorry, but that's something you got to deal with. Appreciate your patience. So anyways, Dreb's still not here, so I got to get on horn and see if she's all right. I also have to call Liz, make sure she's doing all right. So I'm going to leave it in Danny's hands. You got a nice little song list you can play? Ooh.
I got a nice little ditty, yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't mind hearing a block of that. Can you play a block of them?
You can try.
Sounds good. I want to say hello to anybody that's listening out there. Tony P., thanks for listening, man. Thanks again. A lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ellis, thanks again. You're a loyal listener. Rat Cafeteria was great last week. If you didn't get a chance to tune in, go to our archives. You can see Rat Cafeteria. It's episode number 10. It has the RKL logo on it. So, without any further ado, and if you guys got anything going on out there, hit us up. We'll try to promote it. Danny, take it away.
All right.
Next time. Go. Now you're a statistic.
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 All right. Well, I'm not going to let any cats out of the bag because we always jinx ourselves. But we played some Down by Law a little while ago, didn't we?
We sure did.
And I'm happy to say that we're going to have them at the show next week, the 17th. So, Down by Law, put it on your calendars. I'll be making up an event for it here pretty soon on Facebook. And hopefully we'll have a good show with them, too. I just tried to contact Liz, and I tried to contact Dreb. So, I got nobody. It's like the world is quiet. So, I don't know, man.
Check outside and see if the zombie apocalypse started.
No, not yet.
It may have.
Yeah, well, when you see Herschel, tell him I want to see Santa.
Herschel got his goddamn head cut off.
You just probably ruined it for somebody that didn't see it. They got it on DVR. I did that with Breaking Bad, and I put something up, and somebody was like, I haven't watched it, and it's like 3 weeks later, and it's like, hey, I'm sorry, It's,
yeah, this is 2 weeks, so.
Yeah. Yep. If you didn't know by now.
Not too soon.
It's too bad about the boy dying, too, Uh-oh. Let's see what Dreb has to say. I'm going to put her on speakerphone. Hello? It hung up. Anyways,
Zombie got her.
maybe I can get her back on the telephone. But,
E.T. phone home.
yeah, you're hurting me. Oh, and Liz just contacted me, ladies and gentlemen. I also got a text from her. She waiting for Damien. So, hurry up, Damien.
Yeah.
We want to see Liz. We want Liz. We want Liz.
Yay.
Yay. So, speaking of Liz, I'm going to go call these ladies and see what's up. And I've got a couple videos queued up. I got 12 minutes before we have the interview with Liz, but it may get pushed back a little. We'll find out. No big deal. You just got to get your panties out of your crotch. Get your wedgies out. Okay, let's see what I got.
Yeah, let's see what you have from the cornucopia.
All right, we're going to play Click Click by Miss Derringer. All right? and a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
Yeah.
Yay! Here we go.
Click, click, bang, bang, and you're never gonna be the same. Click, click, bang, bang, and your heart starts beating like the pouring rain. Click, click, bang, bang, and the blood says goodbye to the veins. Click, click, bang, bang, and you're never gonna see me Everybody wants to save you. Yes, I know, and I sure do thank you. Why can't you love like you want to? Well, I'm not sure that I want to. Click, click, bang, bang, and it all goes away. Nothing left but a memory of a love that used to be. And my heart's a gray stone, not the rest of another unknown. No name, just a final saying, written in the rock. Click, click, bang, bang. Everybody wants to save you. Yes, I know, and I sure do thank you. Why can't you love like you want to? Well, I'm not sure that I want to. And I've never been afraid of broken hearts. Click, click, bang, bang, and you're never gonna be the same. Click, click, bang, bang, and you're never gonna be the same. Click, click, bang, bang, click, click, bang, bang, click, click, bang, bang, click, click, bang, bang. Everybody wants to save you. Yes, I know, and I sure do thank you. Why can't you love like you want to? Well, I'm not sure that I want to. Well, I'm not sure that I want to. Think I care, not what you said me try to. But I'm still laughing one moment. We don't care what happens, like it's never anywhere. No, keep on grin. Think positive. Sure, we'll think about I close my eyes and I dream away that you'll finally do the things that you say, but you break my heart each night. I close my eyes and try to forget that you will do what you want to do, leaving me broken and blue. And when I'm awake and you're still not there, you can beg him, but he won't understand. There's a cloud hanging over that man. He's lying, like breathing. Everything he does, he knows that it's wrong, but he manages to go right along. And somehow I believe him. He's afraid, he's a ghost, but somehow I feel him the most. He don't see it. Whoa, he'll cry, but he won't mean it. You can hurt him 'cause he really don't care. You can tell it from his icicle stare. You're crying, as quiet. They will say they knew it right from the start. They'll say that man, he has a bulletproof heart. And somehow I believe him. He don't see it. Whoa, he'll cry, but he won't mean it. He don't see it. Whoa, he'll cry, but he won't mean it. Bulletproof heart. Whoa, bulletproof heart. Whoa, bulletproof heart. He don't see it. Whoa, he'll cry, but he won't mean it. He don't see it. Whoa, he'll cry, but he won't mean it. He don't see it. Whoa, he'll cry, but he won't mean it. Bulletproof heart.
Oh, we're back, and everything that could go wrong just did.
Yeah.
My spittoon and my remote control fell in there.
It's swimming.
Yeah. Anyways, I've got dip all over my hands and DIP, not DICK, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
I know what's going on.
yeah. Well, you're the only dude here, so you don't want it to be you. So, anyways.
Take the shit out of that.
Oh, good. It's still on camera. Dreb will not be joining us tonight. She got out of the meeting a little late, and it's too late, so hopefully she's watching. Save us some of them cookies. What else? I'm getting ready to talk to Liz. I got 2 messages from her. So we're running a little late with Liz. She'll be broadcasting from a friend's house. And I don't know. That was a little Miss Derringer we played. Unfortunately, the Vimeo video I had, second time I tried playing it, it just cut out in the middle. I don't know if they got something in their software or something to keep us from broadcasting it or what. But
yes, it shit the bed.
Anyways, thank you again for watching us out there, all 5 of you. Hopefully there'll be more in a little bit. Other than that, let's. What do you got queued up, buddy? You got about 5-10 minutes worth of stuff.
I can do that.
All right, do that.
Here we go.
All right.
I suck your dick? You're gonna have to give me more than just a total lick. Well, you may not like it, but you better learn how. 'Cause it's your turn now. Now you suck. Suck it hard. Go down, baby. You suck. Lick it hard and move your tongue around. If you worry about babies, you can lower your risk. They're giving me that single cunnilingus kiss. It's on your face and I'm gonna sit. You can wiggle, you can jiggle your tongue on my clip. Don't worry about making me have an orgasm. Just take your time and do it with enthusiasm. I can tell it's making you scared just thinking of it. But you better learn to love it. Now you suck. Suck it hard. Go down, baby. You suck. Lick it hard and move your tongue around. When you hear sex, sneak it under your breath. We gotta take time to work flirting with death. AIDS is our problem, we've gotta talk. Break the accidental dam and your latex sock. On your latex, I'm red like a gift. Got my microwave plastic wrap heating up my clit. Dinner, son, get busy with my booty. Got a couple of flavors, sweet, licorice, and fruity. I know you're sad, luscious pussy with a cover. I'm aching too, we can't taste each other. There's no slacking on with an unprotected stroke. This ain't no joke. Sisters! Sisters, you got the power. Use it! Now you suck. Suck it hard. Go down, baby. You suck. Lick it hard and move your tongue around. I know you think it's real drag to suck my cock when I'm on the rag. Quit making up stories and give me a break. 'Cause I really don't believe that you got a headache. You tell me it's going to set my yeast infection. How do you think I feel when I gag in your direction? You're wasting your tongue, lame excuses and lies. Get your face between my thighs. Now you suck. Suck it hard. Go down, baby. You suck. Lick it hard and move your tongue around. Now you suck. Suck it hard. Go down, baby. You suck. Lick it hard and move your tongue around. Now you suck.
I curse my nights and I curse my days. Everything was the same until he came to me that night in the pouring rain. In the dark of night, he said things I never heard. But a man can lie without a single word. Bad blood, death by desire. Bad blood, death by desire. Bad blood, death by desire.
Hello, we're back.
Yes, we are.
And I'm getting my refreshment ready. Still haven't heard back from Liz. She's waiting to break into the Fortress of Solitude to make this phone call, video call, whatever the fuck you want to call it, dude.
Some kind of call.
Huh?
Some kind of call.
Yeah. I thought you said you were getting a call just then.
Yeah, I'll call you up.
Yeah. The pause that refreshes. I think I'm going to smash a can on my head. Maybe I can do a bloodbath tonight.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Yep, that's what you do when you're a shooter like me. I'm a lunger. Hey.
Yeah.
I'll be your huckleberry. Anyways, we quoted that yesterday. Me and I. A couple of our Facebook friends had a fun time with that old Huckleberry Hound. Remember Huckleberry Hound?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I think him and Lobster Boy are in a close running to be our mascot, so.
Sweet.
Yeah, we gotta have some kind of mascot.
What about...
Uh-oh. Let's see what we got.
What is it?
You want to push it out though anyway, just to have more space? Or are you going to work back there? You want some more movement area?
Wow,
I
look
don't
at
know. I think it's good.
that. Nice
See if I
fancy
have volume.
records. Aloha. Can you see us?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Can you see both of us, or am my big head in the way?
I see both of you.
Good. Danny? Liz? Danny?
Hi.
How are
Here's
you?
Damien.
Hey, Damien. Nice to meet you. Nice
Good,
bowling
all
cap
right.
behind you, man. Like
Yeah, it's kind of fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're trying to figure out should we go this direction or back here. This is the Metamorphosis Studios. Back there is the
Oh,
more
cool.
fun stuff.
No, I like the record view is pretty good. It's not so bright.
Records?
Yeah, directly you can
Yes.
kind of make out what it is. Yeah.
See if I maybe get it back more.
That looks good. Well, that's even better.
I'm just trying to figure out where to go.
Do what you gotta do. So how are you doing tonight? You can talk to us while you're doing that, right?
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out where to set everything up. So, how's that looking back there?
Looks good.
Good. How's your head tonight? You able to drink with us?
I don't have a drink. I don't know if I'm gonna. Are you gonna drink? Damien's drinking. What are you
always
drinking?
I got Jameson and Stoli. You want vodka?
Yes, please.
What do you want? See, mixers is something we don't do much of.
Just water.
Yeah? Okay. You want some
Tiny
ice?
one. Yes, please. I was gonna get beer, but I ran out of time.
Well, here's a beer for you.
All right.
I'm still
So
pouring it.
we're not on right now, are we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
always cut away
okay.
from you. We can always cut away from you. I wasn't gonna turn you down. We were just we just got done playing some Liz and some Miss Derringer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we've been playing them all night. We played some Tongue earlier.
Yep.
Uh oh.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta play it all
Yeah.
now.
There might be a guy that played keyboards in Tongue for a minute showing up tonight.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So I'm in the middle. Damien's gonna have. He has like bands that come in here. So
All right.
at some point.
Well, when you're ready, we're ready. I want you to have a drink in hand, loosen up. If you want, we can come back to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'll call you back. We'll go back to some music, and I'll try to give you an intro. But I'll call you back.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Thanks.
Cheers.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that was Liz McGrath. So she's here via video, and we'll be back with her. So let me shut that off. And you can pretty much see what we got here. Liz was born in Hollywood, California. She is an artist based in California, primarily in the fields of sculpture and animation. Her work is often evocative of the darker side of life, and she has been nicknamed Bloodbath McGrath after her subject matter of her works. Along with her career in art, McGrath also is the lead singer of an LA-born band called Miss Derringer, along with her husband and songwriter Morgan Slade. Before that, she was in a band called Tongue.
Yes.
And we have a mutual friend, Tony Patino. Thank you, Tony. That let our paths meet up, and that's how we got her on the show. She was born and raised in Hollywood, raised in Echo Park, Altadena, California. At the age of 13, she was sent to a fundamentalist Baptist correctional institution called the Victoria Christian Academy, and credits that for much of her inspiration for her artwork. She later attended Pasadena City College, and she began her career in art making flyers for the punk band Tongue, and creating a fanzine called Censor This, a collective effort with several other artists. Her first showing was at La Luz de Jesus Gallery. Thank you very much. So that's it in a nutshell for you. I'm going to try to put up some of her artwork and stuff in a minute. I didn't do a very good job of pre-editing before this show. I got too involved with this Chromecast. I was trying to get it behind us on the TV behind us, but
Bastard.
maybe Dano can kick in some tunes and I'll work on getting some pictures up and stuff. Okay?
All right.
See you in a few.
makes me dance. See how they run, see how they fall. See how they run, see how they One man in the city of LA, everyone seemed to be here. The hillside's regular dual personality model that drives the streets. Looking for a girl to meet and doesn't fall a good break and kill. No different more to the most following of our time. I wanna make you scream, the hands around your neck. I wanna make you scream, the better world that you're dead. Canopy out your skill at the sight of a man that named Steve. Steve was the second, can you be
right, that was Big Black.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if you heard me or not. That's my bad. No, it was your bad?
I did too.
Okay. Well, then we'll just call it your bad then.
Cool.
Damn it, Dreb. It's your fault. Anyways, I'm going to reach out and try to touch Liz. Okay? My arms are probably, 3,000 feet long? A million or miles long? Is that how long it would be?
Something like
Can
that.
you imagine the bone structure on that? It'd have to be like out of adamantium, like Wolverine's bones.
Yeah, it would.
Because the human bones just can't handle that. But maybe Liz can evaluate that. But anyways, I'm going to reach out to Liz. So, minimize this. I'm going to expand this.
Put this over there.
Yep. And now,
Yeah.
I'm going to video call her.
Oh no.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, I
Can-
don't
can you
see
see
it.
me?
No.
Oh, I can't see me either. Let's see.
Try to kick. There you go. Something's happening. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Cool.
Now we can see
Should we
you.
have to turn? Should we turn the music off? We're listening to you right now.
Yeah, that would probably be better because it might confuse you.
Okay, let me see. I don't know how to do it. Sorry, Damien just went to go get some stuff upstairs.
Okay, well that
But
was.
I do have a drink now.
Oh well.
I decided to go with Jameson.
Oh well. Cheers.
I got nothing to cheer with except iced tea.
And I was thinking that tonight I'll do a little demo of using this magic sculpt stuff. Oh, can we turn the music off? Oops. Let me find it.
Awesome. That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
are we? Is it on right now? Am I just?
No,
being a
you're
big
not just
dork?
talking. You're talking to 5 million people right now.
Hi, 5 million people.
In our dreams. But
So I want to. Are we? Is it? I'm so confused.
yeah,
Sorry.
we're live.
Oh,
If you're watching it on something else right now, it's on like a 15-second delay depending on the streaming.
okay. I'm at Metamorphosis right now. This is the studios of Damien Wagner.
You want to tell us a little about that real quick? Hi, Damien.
Metamorphosis is kind of like it's an online record store, and we also sell clothes and things like that.
I'm wearing one
We
of his
do.
t-shirts
There's
here.
one of our items right there, presented by
Nice.
Liz McGrath. We also do live videos from local LA bands.
Oh,
So you
cool.
can go there and check. They're not live actually. They're brought in through YouTube, and then we just post them on our webpage. So they're not technically live, but we shoot them live, and then I record them. And stuff. They sound really good.
Well, definitely let's you and I hook up and let's talk offline, and I'd like to hear more about your company.
Great.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
cool.
We're playing pickup sticks over here.
Oh,
I
excellent.
just dropped toothpicks. My one of the tools for the demo thing.
Cool.
So sorry, I had my 2-year-old running around all day, and
Hey, we
then
understand.
she fell asleep in the car, so I had to park outside in front of her building and wait for her to wake up. So I'm running late, but
No worries.
now it's definitely time for some whiskey.
Oh, excellent. That's great. I'll probably grab a couple shots here in a minute. But so I'm going to ask you a couple questions real quick. Get that shit out of the way. I just wanted to make it clear we can cuss all we want. Shit, fuck, motherfucker. I don't care, you know.
Yep.
Hi.
So, tell us, before and after you started with Tongue, how did that start? You know, I know I did a little bio on you, but we'd like to hear it out of your mouth.
Oh, how I started Tongue, or what?
Well,
How did that happen?
before and after your flyers, fanzines, you know, I don't know how old you were when you got involved in music and in your the punk out there, hardcore, whatever you want to call it.
Let's see. I was working at the Good Guys with this guy.
They actually, I was living in the dining area. I made a separation with my clothing, kind of a makeshift closet.
Wait, how long?
And
This is like
her
20.
and Rick in the living room were working out songs while I was trying to sleep to get ready for school, because I was going to a graphic design school at the time. So I have good fond memories of very first inceptions of Tongue.
So what years
Yeah.
about this? 89, 90?
Like 89 or
Yeah,
88,
probably, maybe
87,
before, somewhere
maybe
around there,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
We were trying to start an all-Asian punk rock band, and since I was the only, I'm half Asian, since I was the only half Asian girl they knew that liked punk. And then the bass player, he looks Asian, but he's really Mexican. And then we had this other guy, Todd Sharoma, and this other, I don't even know, but at some point, the guy that lived with him, Rick, got kicked out for Tony Patino. So
Tony Patino was living out there with you?
he was living in Alhambra, I think, somewhere like that.
Okay.
So yeah, so it was just, you know, a really crappy punk rock band.
Now,
and
go ahead.
yeah, and so then we had like a little fanzine called Censor This that we did with it, and it was, you know, it was a lot of fun. We played a lot of shows. We did a lot of good. We went on tour with we went on tour with so many bands that were awesome. I'm trying to think of some. Well, Des Cadena was a roommate of mine for a little bit, and
Yeah.
he played in Tongue for a couple of shows here and there.
Well, you just answered
remember
one
one
of my
show
questions. That was one of
Pardon?
my next. That was going to be my next question. How
well-
did you hook up with Dez?
He was just in downtown, and he was buddies with this guy, Jimmy, Jimmy Wilsey. So my roommate was dating Jimmy Wilsey, and then he was kind of couch surfing, so he ended up moving in. We had this loft down the street from this loft now, downtown LA, and so I think I moved out of there, but he ended up taking my old space. So once he got off the couch and.
Love it.
Yeah, so then he would play shows every now and then. Yeah, it was super fun. So it's good to see him doing what he's doing now. He's kind of like the cat of nine lives.
That's great, man. I mean, it just seems like nothing ever dies. You know, it's just if you know what to do, you can keep it moving, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of bands that are still playing. I'll probably be one of them at some point.
Well, that's a good thing, right? Keep playing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's fun because it's kind of like, you know, you get to go back and see all your friends. I mean, that's, you know, I saw a bunch of people at the book signing I hadn't seen for, you know, some of them like 20 years. So it's good to, you know, it's good to do that stuff. It's kind of like a high school reunion for dropouts.
Yeah. Well, what are the? I hear there's rumors of Tongue getting back together. Is that fake or is that?
I don't know what rumors, where those rumors come from, but there's no immediate plans at the moment.
Well, that's answered.
Possibly. Yeah,
I guess you
I don't
answered
know.
that
I
one.
actually saw the guitar player and the bass player, Rick and Ivan, whom I haven't seen in quite a while, on Sunday, but I didn't get a chance to talk to them too much. So.
Well, I can understand. I mean, you got a line there. It's like, come on, keep it going, keep it short, right?
Ivan bit my sister, and Rick was starting trouble. They're you know, they're the real deal punk rockers. So.
Well, so when Tongue broke up, and then what? You took a hiatus, and then started Miss Derringer, or how did that go about?
Yeah, Tongue broke up. We just would fight. It was just like 10 years of kind of hell.
So when we look
I don't
at
know.
like,
Anyway, I think our last show was with the Dayglow Abortions or something, and
sweet.
I can't remember. Oh, I remember. I went to drink. I think I was drinking my beer. I don't know. Somebody poured. I think it was Rick or someone poured a bunch of speed in my beer, and I remember feeling weird. Like I felt really good, but I've never done that before. And then like a couple days later, I was like throwing up, but like felt really upbeat. I'm like, I feel really weird. Like, I think I need to go to the doctor. And then one of those guys was like laughing. They're like, oh, Rick poured a bunch of beer. Well, to be fair, he poured it in his beer, but I would always steal their beers because I would be trapped doing sound check and they would be drinking my beers. So I think they just let me drink his beer.
So it was like kind of like,
I
okay.
stole his beer, but I didn't realize there was speed in it, and they didn't tell me till much later. And then I was like, that is not cool, and I'm going to die if I continue hanging out with these guys because they're crazy. So
Sounds
that
like
was
it.
that.
Well, we're glad you're still around, so. You know.
Yeah, me too.
So you learned.
And they're still around. And they're all playing in bands. They're all doing really good.
So you're not drinking other people's beers anymore? Did you learn your lesson?
Yeah, I definitely am not drinking anybody else's beers.
Good.
Well, it depends.
And
Depends on the beer.
Yeah, well, I mean, are you domestic or you import? Whatever you can afford, or?
Well, I was a Coors Light person just because my roommate was insistent on having that, but I just get these really bad migraines, so now I'm just trying to. Now I drink tea mostly and occasional whiskey.
Okay. Well, we don't want you to, and your migraines are brought on by alcohol, or?
I'm not sure. I mean, who knows where they come from?
That sucks, man. I feel bad for you with migraines. That's no fun.
Yeah.
So when did Miss Derringer start up? Do you hear me?
It started. Well, I have this weird current call thing coming through. I'm not really sure what that is.
Somebody's probably
Let's
trying
see.
to call you.
Oh, maybe I'll just erase that. Miss Derringer started. I met my husband. I was gonna teach like a little demo class at his roommate, who was a teacher at Art Center's class, and actually we were doing a party here at Metamorphosis Records because September 11th had just happened, so we bought plane tickets really cheap to go to Europe. And so we were having a going away party, and I met my husband there, and when I got back, he just had these little songs that he was playing, and there was this big art collector, Long Gone John from Sympathy from the record industries, and he was coming over to look at a piece of art that I made, and he heard the song, and he was like, you know what, why don't you guys just put out a record on my label? So we put out a record with him, and then he stopped doing it. I think he sold the catalog. He got sued by the White Stripes or something, and he like basically took all that money, and he's like, you know what, I'm over this. But yeah, he's an awesome guy. And so then he, what happened then? I have ADD.
It's okay.
Let's see, I'm trying to think. Miss Derringer. Oh, and then we put out a record with Nickel and Dime Records and Triple X. So that's where our last CD was on. And I think we put out something in between that, but I can't remember the label exactly.
So what year was the last time you guys played, or you played this year, or is the band on hiatus?
No, the last time we played I was pregnant, and that was the last thing. And we were just getting off tour with Reverend Horton Heat and Cracker. So that was the fun show. Yeah.
That's a big
and yeah, and then after that I found out I was pregnant, and I was like, oh. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, but it was like, wow, I didn't know that could happen.
Oh, well, I saw that video. There was a video, you did an interview, and you said, there's no kids planned in my future. And then, go ahead.
Yeah, there really wasn't, so it just...
No, it happens, it happens. And then I seen your darling, pretty little red-haired daughter, and I was just like, wow, you know.
Oh, she's awesome.
That's
She's
great.
a handful, but...
It looks like you have fun with her, and that's great. I mean... That's cool.
Yeah, we do a lot of things. We went to the tar pits today, and I get to go visit all the things that I always wanted to, or stuff I haven't done since I was a kid, and I forget how cool the world is.
It's all about the memories, man. You know, you start your kid out right, and you get good memories in their head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for I'd say probably the last, 20 years, it's just, you sleep all day and then you just work or do whatever all night. Yeah. So you forget what it's like in the daytime, in the daylight, the daytime traffic.
The normal life, right?
Yeah, all the things that go on, birds and trees, stuff like that.
I heard you played with Blondie. How was that experience? What's Deborah
That
Harry
was
like?
awesome. That was super fun. Debbie Harry was amazing, and Clem Burke, who is just such a nice, awesome guy. He played drums on a couple of our songs on some of our CDs here and there,
Oh, wow.
and he was awesome, and yeah,
Cool.
it
Yeah.
was fun.
He's a great drummer.
Oh yeah, he just came in and he's like, "What am I doing?" And he just goes on and plays it. We were fortunate to have him and Derek O'Brien recorded the
Oh,
first
nice.
the first CD, and then we were, before I got pregnant, we were playing with him because our drummer Cody, who we love, but he moved up north to back to Fresno, and he's having a baby with his wife and stuff. So Derek was gonna do that, but we're always looking for a guitar player. So it's like finding lead guitar players is hard to do
Right, well,
because they don't want to play your songs.
Look at this guy right
They play
here.
our songs.
This guy plays lead guitar.
If we could teleport you for shows in LA,
That'd be great.
you're hired.
That would be fantastic.
Come on out.
So I understand you got a documentary. Is that correct? Is it
I
coming
do.
out? When's that coming out,
I
or is
mean,
it out
it's not
already?
all the way done, but it's my friend Cecil did it. Actually, my friend Cecil and I were in the process of doing this documentary based on or about this girls' home that I was in when I was like my parents basically, when it was my 13th birthday, and I was really well, for them I was super rebellious or whatever. I was punk rock, and that was the 80s, and they were scared of it.
And you were raised
So-
as a Catholic girl, or is that what I read?
Oh yeah. My dad was gonna be a priest. My mom was gonna be a nun. They were super Catholic, and somehow they found this Southern Baptist girls' home school, and so they told me we were going to the San Diego Wild Animal Park, and they got lost getting there, and they were trying to find directions, and we drive down this like little tiny dirt road, and I just see this gates open and then like close, and next thing I know, it's like you're here for a year. So basically, it was like a nightmare. So that place was called the Victory Home for Girls, and this group called SIA, Survivors of Institutional Abuse, had contacted me, and I had no idea, like, all these years later, because I did, like, little searches for them, and I just thought, that's like a history that I'm never going to see again. And I guess the school had been operating. It just recently got shut down this year, but it has this crazy back history. Like, the FBI shut down the one in Ramona, San Diego, which used to be an old FBI fortress where the school was, and it was just this crazy backstory. So we were in the process of doing like a documentary about the reunion, and then I got back in touch with the Brother Palmer. It was the Palmers, the Baptist minister of the school, with his daughter, who I guess he found he found Jesus at a McDonald's, who told him to like open this crazy girls' school, and it just goes through all this weird drama and. Anyway, so we were working on the documentary, and Juxtapose magazine was doing like a film series over at the New York MoMA, and they needed a female because the art world's dominated by a lot of males. And so Cecil decided to kind of retool the video a little bit, or his documentary, so it was kind of more about me. And so we presented it, and Debbie Harry was super nice, and she came out and did a little intro for it. But I ended up on bed rest, and I was pregnant at the time, so I wasn't able to make it out there for the screening. So and then Cecil had a baby, so now it's kind of in the process of on hold.
Well, when you're ready to get it out there and stuff, we'll be glad to help you out and promote it, and whatever we can do to help, Ed Show will be happy to help.
More than happy.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome. Always welcome. You're VIP now. You're already a moderator on the page and stuff, so feel free to post anything you like on the page. That's why I put you on there, to help you out.
Oh, sorry you said that.
Oh no, please.
And Miguel Jose, who was he was going to be here tonight. He's been helping me a lot with my Facebook social media stuff. He was really sick, so he couldn't make it.
Tell him I hope he gets better real quick. Your friend Winter wants to know.
Yes, Winter's.
Go ahead. Winter what?
Oh, is she on?
Yeah, she's watching right now. A few minutes
Winter.
ago, a few minutes ago, she posted, tell them about the bear suit and the cheese. So you want to tell us about the bear suit and the cheese?
I think Winter was what we were. It was with Tongue, and we were playing at in Santa Barbara or something. And I don't know, it's freezing, and I happened to have this bear suit because I worked for this magician who never paid me. So we just kind of took a bunch of costumes. He said it was okay though. And then everybody else was like, I'm so bad at stealing. I think I got caught stealing once, and I never stole again. And so everyone's like, okay, we're all going to steal stuff from the market. And I was like, oh man, I really don't want to do this. And next thing I know, someone throws a block of cheese down my bear suit. And this guy started following me all around, and I'm like, oh man, I'm totally going to get caught. And they're like, just walk out. So I walk out, and of course the whole block of cheese like falls out the back of the bottom of the bear suit. And the guy's like holding me, and I'm trying to like slip out of the suit, and this other guy's holding me, and we're supposed to play across the street, and like they're all laughing, like it was Rick and Ivan, they're all laughing with like, you know, they stole all this booze. So I realized I'm the decoy because they shoved this big block of cheese down my bear suit pants, so they can run with all the liquor they stole. And there's like these Grateful Dead people like on the phone, and I guess I must have looked like the Grateful Dead bear to them or something. So they came up to the guy and they started like hitting the guy till like he would like, you let him go, like I don't know. So somehow like I escaped, and I ended up hiding in the bushes for a while, and like because I was like terrified. I'm like, oh my god, like because a patrol car started coming, and I don't know. It was scary.
So, do you want to tell us the whole story where you got the name Bloodbath?
From Winter. I think she showed me, she had this like fake blood, and we were getting ready for a show, and I had this giant zit on my face, and she's like, oh, don't worry, let's just cover it with blood. So, after that, it kind of stuck because the blood ended up causing more pimples. So then it'd be like a trail of pimples down my face. So then I'd have to put all this blood on my face. And then also we were really broke. That's who I lived with when Des moved in with her, and she was the one who was dating Jimmy. But and she's an amazing costume designer. So she would make clothes, but we never had money. So she's like, oh, why don't we just make like a cast for a bra? Or like, why don't we just, you know, so she always had these interesting ideas, you know, on a budget, like the duct tape outfit. That's now very popular, and they have different colors. But at the time it was like, man, I'm going to wear the same thing I wore like 5 days in a row because, I don't know. But, you know, who cares?
Right. It's great stuff. I mean, we love to hear about this stuff.
Yeah, the Jimmy Wilson you're talking about, is that the one from the Avengers?
Yes.
Nice.
And he played in Miss Derringer for a little bit, too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, nice. Wow.
Yeah.
And
He was friends with Fez.
Is there anybody else we should know about that you played with in bands that is pretty renowned?
I'm so bad at names. Like I'm sure I'm forgetting people. Let's see.
You need to
Well, a
document
cool thing that happened was Joan Jett came down to our the Canadian, which is the building I'm in. Kind of this building that I'm in, where Metamorphosis is and my studio. It's kind of like a dorm for losers, for people in their way too old to be living in dorms, and everybody 20 years ago we moved in about 15 years ago, so everyone just kind of cruises around in like bathrobes a bit. Now everybody's getting older, but so she came down here to watch our band play because one of my neighbors has it set up in his. It's like a little nightclub in his loft, and it was fun. She came down to do to watch us play, and we didn't go with her label in the end, but we went on tour with Girl in a Coma, who is an awesome band. That's one of the bands on her label. We ended up going with Nickel and Dime because he's a buddy, and Triple X. So
excellent. That's great.
And I did do some stuff with. He's got these like rap chola, this rap chola band that like they had me do some like singing in the background for it, which was kind of fun. It was like this lowrider cholo event that was interesting to do.
Now, what are the chances of you doing a band like Tongue again? I thought
I would never do that. I mean, I would do a Tongue reunion before I'd do something like that.
Okay. Well,
But my friend Winter and I have been thinking about doing our a cappella punk rock songs. I don't know if there's a way to get her on the air with
well,
me. I don't know.
yeah, we can do that. What do you mean, tonight?
Yeah, or maybe later we'll do it because we have some songs that we've been working on.
Yeah, let's do an if you're up for it. I mean, if you like doing this, I'd love to have you back on the show. How about you, Dano? Would you like to have her back? Or you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just checking because if Dano says no, then it's no. Seriously, we'd love to have you back, and we'll work it out where both of you all can get on, and hopefully we can maybe get you in like some like studio surroundings or something, so it sounds killer. You know what I mean?
We don't need studio surroundings. It would be better if it was lo-fi.
Okay, cool. Whatever. I mean, love to have you on the show and do that. That'd be so fucking cool.
I'll be more prepared next. This is my first Skype that's
Wow. We
non-grandma and grandpa related.
yeah, we get that a lot here. All of a sudden, I mean, this is only our 11th show, but we break a lot of cherries. So let's get to your artwork. How did you get started there? I'm gonna have to go for a drink here in a second. I don't have my cooler right here.
Okay, me too.
How's your drink?
It's running low. Let's see.
Do you
Good
want?
thing I'm sitting at his bar, so.
Oh, you got a bar right
Some
there.
of this.
That's killer. I'm gonna step away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step away for a second. So,
Okay.
yeah, have fun.
How hard was it for you, being a woman, finding success out there? Because here, you have to know somebody to be anybody.
I think whether you're male or female, you still have to know somebody to, I think, but I think that, no matter how big the city, there's a lot of little circles of different people. And, if you do something that you like to do, sooner or later, people are going to notice it. And I don't know. I think especially now with the internet and everything, it's, for instance, your show and the 5 million people that are watching, you can really get it out there to everyone. So,
Well,
but
we'll get it out there the best we
what
can.
happens, I think initially it's not. I think as you try to climb the ladder, you realize maybe it's a little harder to do. I think here and there, but I did notice like at first it was kind of easier because I got in a lot of like women group shows, or our band would also have to play, and even with Miss Narrator and with Tongue, even though I was the only female in the band, it would be like the girls' night. So of course all the guys would be like, "What the fuck, dude? There's guys in the band too." But so in that sense, it was kind of like you find a niche, the girl niche, I guess. But yeah, I guess you could be, if you do too many of those, you just get kind of discredited. I don't know. I don't feel it's a loss just yet. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not good with answering questions.
No,
I blame
you're
it
doing
on.
Great. You're doing great.
Yeah.
And you're being straight, so that's even better. And if you want to lie, you can go ahead and lie. We don't mind.
Yeah. We encourage it.
Yeah. Tell stories. You got any good stories? I want to get to your art, but you got any good stories as far as with your bands or memorable things, shows, anything crazy happen? Besides
Gee,
the
there's so
cheese in
many.
the pants. Besides the cheese in the
I think
pants.
I think I need to get to the crazy stories after I have a little bit more to drink.
Okay, well, let me ask you real quick.
See, it's 9:00 where you are, but where I am, I just came from traffic and a screaming toddler.
Well, let me ask you this. What kind
So
of
I'm like,
What kind of cheese was it that you had in your pants? Was it nacho cheese?
It was like government. No, it was like some nasty. I swear to God, I think I was a decoy because it was like a block this
Right,
big
right.
of like government, like bogus white cheese thing or something, like
Processed
something
cheese of
at some ghetto market. But I mean, I think it was a Vons or something.
So that,
Yeah, and they just put it down my bear, and I was trying to hold it, and it just kind of.
that is. So are you the
Pardon?
source? Are you the source of Famunda cheese?
Oh, the Famunda cheese from under the bear suit.
Yeah, there you go.
I hope not, because that cheese is worth a lot of money. My DNA might be on it.
Wow, can you imagine if you still had that cheese?
That's kind of gross. Sorry.
You could probably use it somehow. You could probably put it into some of your paints or something, melt it into it, and
Well, I did. I actually, my good friend Winter sent me something about how they just made cheese with armpit and armpit sweat bacteria. Get armpit and foot bacteria that they can make the culture from anything. So
no, that sounds really. I'm gonna have to go out and get some of that.
yeah, sounds delicious.
Yeah.
What kind of cheese
Well,
is
mushrooms
this?
grow on shit, and people still seem to think they're a delicacy.
Wow.
It's like, what kind of cheese is this? Oh, that's armpit. Yeah, I don't think I would go for that.
Cultured from armpit, foot odor. I know there's really no way you can make it sound attractive.
No.
No, it'd have to be in French or something.
Maybe, yeah, I guess if you did it in French, that would definitely sound better. Everything sounds better in French.
Absolutely. I tried to get both your books in time. I only got the one.
Oh, well, I brought one. I know I need to mail you a butcher knife and stuff, but I brought one of my books here. So this is the most recent one. The cover is supposed to be like iridescent here. There's the front.
Nice.
Can you see it? Good?
Yep.
And then here's the back. I don't know if it's too glary. It's supposed to be like a hologram. I don't know. Anyway,
I got this one.
and then I'll open to some of the pages here. Let's see here. Here's whoops.
I love the rat.
Muerte.
The rat.
This one's Muerte and Little Loco. They're like two rats.
So let's set the
And
record
here's
for
like a little sketch.
Liz. Let's set the record straight for everybody, so they don't think you're out there picking up carcasses and stuff. And you use taxidermy, correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah. This is not real taxidermy. There is I mean, I'm flattered when people think it is, but I'm trying. Let me see if I can find a demo. Like, this is this one. Sometimes I'll use a taxidermy form.
Right.
So this one actually has faux fur, and it's like this magic sculpt stuff that I was going to do a little demo of later. And here's another one. This is the creep. It's like a monkey. I don't know if you can see it with the glare. But, oh, and actually Damien has one. Do you have the squirrel?
Yeah, I could bring one down.
Oh, cool.
We're going to go upstairs and talk, though.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Well, I'll try and come back in a little bit and try and remember that. If you need me, I'll be upstairs.
Okay.
Bye, Damien.
Hold on.
Right.
I need to freshen up my drink. I'm not
Oh,
quite
Damien's
done.
having a drink now, too.
We're actually sitting at a bar, so...
That's awesome.
Bar Metamorphosis Records.
yeah.
Yeah, so when I lived downtown with Winter, and in the building one of the buildings next to us. Actually, I had a studio across the street from that in this building called the Dancing Girls, where they had like this whole Dancing Girls like Diamond Dance area, which is so weird. The owner was like 90 and he kept getting arrested because it was like I don't really know what was going on there, but there'd be condoms filled with white stuff all over the floor. So I guess these guys danced with these girls, and anyways, they let me have like a free little art space in there. And then another person that was in there was a factory that was making like leather and fur coats and skirts and all this stuff. So they would have bags of scraps, and so I'd take all the leather scraps and all the fur scraps and make like little creatures out of them. Okay. And I remember, and I did that for my first book, is filled with those kind of animals that look very taxidermy-esque. I mean, that was the reason behind it. And then I remember I started getting orders, and I ran out of that stuff. I moved out. I didn't have access to the scraps, and I went down to buy some more, little fur or whatever. But, thinking like, oh, come on, like they're using it for meat or whatever. But actually, when I went down to the craft store, like Michael's or whatever, it was really sad. You get like the little rabbit hide, and it's only $5. And I just was like, dude, like a rabbit's life is worth $5, whereas faux fur can be like $25 a yard. So yeah, I was like, I don't even wear fur or leather now because it's just not cool. I still eat meat though.
Nothing wrong with that.
But
Danny's a vegan. I'm a proud meat eater. I love the barbecue.
I think I'm one of those people. Like, I know it sounds cheesy. People argue it, but I feel like I eat meat. My friend Winter is like a huge meat eater, and it's, you just can't.
Yeah, you got
resist.
Sometimes you got to draw the line. I mean, I don't preach it, like I used to. I never shouldn't say I preached it, but as far as prevention of cruelty to animals, I'm totally for. I don't want to see animals in cruel conditions. You know, as long as they're put down humanely. You know, the whole process. I'm pretty much cool with that. But everybody's got to eat. You know, so that's in a nutshell. But
Tofu.
So you're vegan.
Vegetarian. Yeah. Because I'll indulge in cheese every once in a while. Not armpit cheese.
Armpit cheese?
No.
Hey, what was your what's this deal with the floods in Mexico? Do you know anything about that?
No, I haven't followed up on the news. Haven't really been following the news lately. What's going on there?
Oh no, this is a question from Tony Patino.
Oh, Tony, how's it going?
I'm waiting for him to say something. I'm looking for the question again because the message board's pretty loaded right now with questions, and I apologize to everybody. It's the question is, ask her about flash floods in Mexico.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. We were on tour. Tony actually came on tour with us, and we went down to Nogales, Mexico. Which I don't know if they're still doing shows out there, but that was like the most fun that we had as a band. So we went down there, and they were showing us around this little town, and of course, Rick, the bass player, and the other guys decided they wanted to find the donkey show, you know, the elusive donkey show that everyone gets lured into. And so everyone's like, you know, there's going to be a flood, and, you know, there's going to be rains. Nobody said anything about a flood, but they're like, oh, you know, it's raining, so what? We have our umbrella. So we went and we set up, and there was like, you know, it was packed. It was like this upstairs like bar with like literally like tin roofs, and I mean, it was like the place. It felt like the place was just gonna fall apart, and then the rain started, and the rain like just kept going and going, and then like the bands were playing, and water was pouring down through the ceiling and like electrocuting people. And I look outside, and like the streets just started to flood, and like literally to the point where people were like on rafts, just like going down because it was a dirt. It was like a dirt road. I remember it being a dirt road, like between the two like weird little places set up, like where the bar was, and so like finally it's like the last band had played, and I was like I had to go up there, and I'm like I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know where my band went, and I was just about to be like, you know, I think it was just me and Ivan left, and we're like, you know, we're gonna try and do whatever, and next thing we know, here comes like Rick and all the guys, and they're totally wet, like up to their waist, with like dirty diapers stuck to them. Like they had to like wade through the like river, like hold on to things. And good thing they were big guys. I don't know if Tony was with them or with us, because he could probably give you a better overview on if they actually found the donkey show or what happened. But yeah, and then we ended up playing, and it was like a really, really fun show. That was a memorable time. We got electrocuted. I kept getting electrocuted, but I was really drunk, so.
So the whole were you fucked up pretty much the whole time when you were in Mexico?
I mean, you know, I'm not that. I like to drink. I used to like to drink a lot more. That's probably why I get these migraines now. So if I could have any advice to anybody under, you know, 35 and under, drink a little bit every day. Don't weekend binge drink, or don't binge drink. But make sure you're consuming alcohol a little bit all the time. Otherwise, if you like hold off and wait and just like pound it or wait for the weekend time, you'll get migraines later. I think that's what happened.
Well, that's what I do, because I only drink on the show. So, but I haven't, you know, I'd stopped drinking for like, I don't know, 5-6 years, whatever, but it's always been pounding them. I've never had headaches like what you're experiencing, so maybe I'm still an amateur.
I used to get really, really bad stage fright. I don't know why. It was like every time I go on stage, I'm like, it's like literally like I'd go on stage, and I used to listen to these like hypnotherapy CDs that I bought. This lady Wendy, like online to like, you know, relieve myself of anxiety and all this stuff. And I do these mantras, and I used to meditate like every morning when we were on tour, and like it would just be worse. It would just be these like maybe I'm not meditating right, but I'd sit there, and the whole time I'd just be thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna suck, I'm gonna forget the words. And so of course I always forget the words. So if I drank, and because my husband, when we played with Miss Derringer, didn't allow us to drink on stage, but we would always just do shots and stuff behind his back.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'd forget. Like when I was sober, I'd forget the words, but then I'd be out of key. So yeah. So pretty much with Tongue, it was all about drinking. It was a lot of fun, but but man, I could feel my liver like squeezing in on me. You know, some days, and I ended up getting jaundice. Like I remember turning like really yellow, and everyone's like, you know, you're looking kind of yellow, and I'd be like, I'm Asian. I'm half Asian.
I was waiting for that.
And then finally, I remember I had to get insurance for something, and they're like, wow, your bilirubin count's really high. You have to get that down, or you know, you're not. They like discounted the test or whatever. This was years ago when insurance was a fortune, and if that was on my record or blah blah blah. And they're like, basically, you have jaundice. So, and after that point, I cut back a lot to just 2 bottles of gin a day.
2 bottles, so you're doing good.
I'm just kidding.
Winter wants to know about the meat wheel. You remember the meat wheel?
The meat wheel. Oh, ask her if it was the meat wheel from Fredster Studios. Was it the meat wheel from Fredster Studios?
Well, we got 15 or 20 seconds to wait for that response if she's still listening. So maybe we can come back to that one.
I should just go down to Winter's house.
Is Winter like right down the road or something?
Yeah, I'm sure she's...
Maybe Winter needs to come to you.
Oh, it's kind of like, even though we're probably 15 minutes apart, nobody travels.
Yeah.
There's the whole DUI factor.
No.
So.
We don't want, not on account of the Ed Show fanzine, because our budget, we can't bail anybody out. We're low dough. But anyways, let's get back to your artwork. So you had a signing. I know you've got something coming up. What is it, the 17th? Is that correct?
The 18th at a store called Love to Death in San Francisco. And I heard it's a really cool store. I don't know much about it, but someone told me there's a reality show about the store. I've yet to research all the stuff because I have like 2 days a week that are kid-free to do anything. And then the 21st, I believe, is going to be at this place called Cakeland. And it's this artist, Scott Hove, who does these like cake taxidermies. They're really amazing. I'm sure I'm not going to describe them. I'm not going to do them justice, but they look like giant cakes that you could mount on the wall, and they have teeth and like claws, and they're really, really cool. And I guess I'm really excited to go check that out because he's got like a giant walk-through cake that might attack you. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
So both places are going to be really fun.
Cool.
And the book signing that we did at La Luz was super fun. Winter made these black Santa zombie costumes for my friend Mike from Rosemary's Billy Goat and Dookie Flyswatter of Haunted Garage were the volunteered to be the Santas, and they were awesome. She made giant balls for Dookie's costume, so the whole time he's like trying to rub his balls on people while they're sitting on his lap, and I think they sang 5 golden showers.
Dookie and balls and golden showers.
The whole entire time. But they were like so on fire. They should be an act.
That's awesome.
You should get the zombie Santas on your show.
Zombie Santas. Well, I'll talk to you off air and try to remember to ask you about that because it's going to be hard for me to remember a lot of stuff. I got to start writing this stuff down because I won't remember unless I watch the show, and then that's how that stuff goes with me. Because we're enjoying. Yeah,
there's some. I'm sure that there's a bunch of photos floating around on the internet. I saw people sitting on zombie Santa's laps, but it was cool. I kind of to do the book signing, you have to sit there, and I just or people have to stand in line. So it was like I just wanted people to have a good time. And Winter and Michael were so awesome, and Winter made these costumes for the Santas and all this, and we had these zombie girls. My sister ended up getting really wasted. She was one of the zombie Santa helpers, and I don't know, she ended up falling asleep on the couch in the gallery, and then some guy, I won't say it, but anyways, he ended up hugging her. It was weird, and then Ivan bit her. It was a strange night, but it was fun.
Nathan James Let's see what he says.
Oh, from the rock show.
Nathan says, you're a friggin' amazing artist. Love your work so much and so happy to see it in my house every day. Plus, she's a gorgeous woman.
Aw.
And I'm a gay guy, so you know I know gorgeous. And then he says,
Thank you, Nathan.
And then your friend Winter says, so true, Nathan. And I don't know what this means, but good for your heart from Justin Corella.
Aw.
And then Nathan's last comment is, Winter, I don't know if I could be swayed to ever try liver and onions again, but if what you say is true, and that's... ... Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan has the rock show out in Austin, or he was doing these cool art shows during South by Southwest. He's a cool guy.
Cool. Let's look him up.
Yeah.
What's the, is Miss Derringer on hiatus, or you got new material coming out, or?
No, because we don't have a guitar player, so it's kind of like, well, you know, it was just kind of getting to be a drag, because we'd get a new guy, and then they would leave and do something else, so we'd have to relearn all the songs, and it's like, I don't want to learn the same songs again, so it just was hard to move forward, so, so I don't know, I mean, you know, of course, like, after, it's like, I'm never doing that again, and then you start missing it, so I'm sure we'll do something in the future.
Well, we look forward to it, and hopefully you can make it out here to Florida.
Yeah, we actually shot a video out in Florida, the Drop Shot Dead video in Tampa.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
oh my
where
God,
we're
I'm such a
at.
jerk, because I'm forgetting the director's name, but he's super awesome, too. I'm having a blank, but
Hold on a second. Does anybody out there listening know the director's name? If you do, post it up on the board. Thank you. Go ahead.
Well, out of the 4 million, I'm sure one person.
Yeah,
No,
no.
but he was super cool, and we filmed at some like mansions in Tampa, and we got to check out the Dolly Museum.
Oh, nice.
Which, you know, actually people don't know that Florida has a lot of art history. You know, a lot of people collected all the surrealist artists when Europe was kind of turning their nose at some stuff. Florida was like, hey, you know, we just came into a lot of money. We want some cool art, and they wanted something interesting and out there. So it kind of reminds me of the lowbrow movement and who collects that now. So, yeah, they have one of the biggest. Actually, I think they have the biggest, other than Spain, they have the biggest Salvador Dali collection out there.
That's probably why I did so much acid, is because I wanted to be a surrealistic artist. I mean, I just...
You still can. And now they have bath salts. So you can,
no.
do some,
Then I become a
you can
cannibal.
get to the-
I don't want to be a cannibal. I take that back. I do like being a cannibal, but in certain ways. So just leave it right there. But, yeah, Dolly, did you make it down to the Ringling Museum? Did you get to check out in the yard at the...
No, I wanted to, but we didn't have a lot of time to do that.
There's a lot of good art studios down here, and if you ever come down here, we'd be glad to show you around.
And right now, Art Basel's going on in Miami, or it just ended. The Art Basel.
Miami is probably like 6 hours away? 5 hours by car.
Oh, okay. What part are you guys in?
We're in Tampa. We're in Clearwater.
Oh, in Tampa. Okay.
Yeah, we're in Clearwater, just the other side of the bay, but, you know.
Yeah, Tampa was. I tell people, I'm like, why are you going to like some Caribbean island? Just go to Florida.
Yeah.
It's like, what was Florida and Alabama, and you know, it's like I mean, this is a big compliment, but it's kind of like the white trash Riviera. It's like
That's
you're
what
never
we
going to
call
find whiter beaches, you know, or like.
Do me a favor. Say hi to Dreb, because that's what Dreb refers to it as. It's our co-host that couldn't make it here tonight.
Oh, hello, Dreb.
There you go.
I love the white trash Riviera.
Yeah. Well,
It's gorgeous, and it's a quarter of the price of going anywhere else, and everyone speaks English, and
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah. But
well, you know, it's easy to understand. You're not going to get ripped off, and
we like.
I mean, I have nothing against traveling. I love going to foreign countries and stuff, but you know, sometimes you just got to stay local.
Yeah, exactly. We refer to ourselves, we're high class white trash.
Yeah.
You know, so you know we're on the border, you know, with everything with Obama and stuff, going down a notch. But we're high class white trash. That's a joke, you know.
You're kind of breaking up. So
Oh.
I didn't catch everything that you were saying.
I'm saying we're high-class white trash.
Are you making fun of Obama? Don't you know I'm from LA? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're from Lower Alabama?
No, I'm from Los Angeles.
That just went right over your head, didn't it?
Yeah, well, I guess that's the it's East Coast jokes.
It's all good. It's all good. What's the weather like out there? We're about 69, 72 degrees right now. I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Is it? You got cold out there?
It's kind of cold. Yeah, it's getting cold down here. It's definitely been getting colder. The winters are getting colder and the summers are getting hotter. So.
Yeah. What do you call cold? 50s, 40s, 30s?
I will tell you exactly when I'll look up on my iPhone here.
Oh,
and,
by the way, if you have to take a break during this interview anytime, just say so and we can cut over to some music because I'm going to have to take a break myself. But
okay, yeah, I feel bad. I don't want to, bore people.
No, you're not boring us.
I was going to do a little demo and make something with this Magic Sculpt stuff.
No, well, I mean, we want to keep this going, but whatever you want to do, we'll roll with it.
I know that Damien needs to get in here to do his band practice pretty soon. But it's 55 degrees right now.
Okay.
In Angeles, so it's not too bad.
Cool. Whenever you're ready to do that, if you want to do that now or.
Oh yeah. I'll just mix up the stuff and you guys just talk amongst yourself, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna be right back, Dano. So have fun.
All right, Dano.
I'm putting my gloves on. I don't know if anyone has any special requests for something they want me to make. Like a quick thing, I can make a skull, a bunny skull. I don't know. Do you want anything?
Cool.
Or Dan?
Yeah.
I'll mail it to you.
Yeah.
So this stuff is called Magic Sculpt, and I use a lot of this in my faux taxidermy and other sculptures. It's a resin 2-part epoxy. I'm sure there's a dealer on the East Coast, so you don't have to pay for the shipping. But on the West Coast, I get mine from this place called Kitcraft, Kitkraft, and it's in the Valley. They have a website. So I'm just gonna get a little pinch of the one side. One side's the catalyst and one side's the resin. So it's just, and it's like similar to a plumber's epoxy. You can basically add it to anything. You can add it to wood. You can add it to metal, or you can drill into it when it's dry, and it air dries after an hour. And it just takes you just wet it down with water. So I have my 2 balls here, and I'm gonna squish them together. And mash them. Oh, hi, kitty. Here, touch my balls, kitty. Just kidding. Okay, so I'm just mixing this stuff up here. Let's see. So you want to just make sure that both of the sides are a uniform color, and this comes in black, white. You can dye it. You can add like pigment to it, but it's easy to paint over. I usually airbrush over it, or you can do a number of mediums. I'll like airbrush the roofing tar, Henry's 107 roofing tar that you can get at any Home Depot is a really great way to make anything look super old really fast. And then I'll pour varnish on it, either a 2-part resin epoxy or some kind of like glaze or spray clear coat or something. So.
Now, how did you learn to use all these medias? Just by trial and error? Or?
A lot of this I just learned from, I worked on a lot of movie sets. So when I was doing my punk rock band, I had the fanzine. There was this guy, Fred Sturr, and he did a lot of the early, Tool videos and Oingo Boingo and just back, the Green Jelly and stuff. And I was in Pasadena, and he saw the fanzine, and he used to hang out where we hung out, and he asked me one day, do you want to, we need some extra hands working on this video. Do you want to come down and do it? So I went down there, and it was just like, I'd taken some art classes at the community college, but I never finished them. I didn't really.
Who does? Who does? I didn't finish mine. I got up to like 2D or whatever, and that was it.
Yeah, I feel like school. Like I just got what I needed to get out of it, and then. Yeah. I would take classes, and then when I was taking a painting class. And the lady made us paint like these live, alive vegetables and fruit. And we couldn't use the colors white and we couldn't use the colors black. And, I'm just learning how to paint. And I was like, this is so fucking boring. And by the end of the class, all the fruit was like rotting. And I was like, I'm not learning anything here. And if I can't use black or white paint, because, I didn't know how to mix it. I'm like, I can't do this. So I kind of dropped it for a while. But anyways, working in his studio, like seeing how they made things, like they would do all these like miniature sets because it was all stop motion animation. Like that prison sex video and the sober video was the one that he was working on, I think, when I met him. And but it would be like popsicle sticks, and then like all the stuff you make when you're a kid for like wooden floors. It was like popsicle sticks, or like the wheels were like cartons that Gatorade bottles that they cut up and they spray painted it with different tones, and it was really like, oh my God, you don't need a lot of money to make this shit. You could just, find the stuff around you and make all these cool things with it. So so I learned a lot working with him, and then I worked with a bunch of different movie, that was before like everyone hires their sons and daughters to be the PAs now, but back then, they always needed extra hands to work on like an art set thing, like just to be kind of an art dog. So I learned, you learn a lot. And then I haven't done it in a while, but I try to just keep up on, there's like a couple of stores that sell like mold making stuff, and I just try to go down there and see what the latest things are. And now there's like so many, like the group of artists that are really taking it far, but as far as equipment goes, are the scrapbookers. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, they have like these, they were the first people to get like, the scanners where you could print out your own, stencils and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, I wonder if graffiti people know about the scrapbookers, instant stencil makers and stuff like that. And now they have all those 3D printers. So there's all this stuff I don't...
Yeah, that 3D is a trip. How about, you seen the 3D guns they got now? That they can get on planes?
No, what are those 3D guns?
3D guns is a gun that's basically manufactured where they can smuggle it on a plane and shoot people and stuff. The way it's built and stuff. I'll shoot you links when another day, and so you can read up on it. It's just kind of interesting. Everything I've seen with that 3D is just mind-blowing.
But when you think about the mechanics that go into a gun, it seems like people used to make gun, like you could probably make it as long as you have the gunpowder and the whatever. If it's not like a high caliber
zip gun
shooting pistol.
You know what a zip gun is?
I've heard of those. Yeah, are those like the prison guns?
Yeah, exactly. You have a big rubber band, and you got a tube with basically something to strike the back of the bullet, and it's like accurate to maybe 6 foot. But you just pull it back and you hide the bullet in the tube. It's got like maybe some type of cement or something around it, and then the metal tube that the bullet goes through. Pretty much.
Interesting. I will keep this in mind. I think there's like somewhere in my mind someone showed me how to make a shiv. And so if I ever get arrested, I got to remember these things.
Yeah.
So, okay, I've mixed up my 2 balls. What did I do now? Now I lost. Okay, so I mixed up the 2 balls, and now they're 1 ball, the uniball. And they're one consistent color. So the magic sculpt that I have is white. So I'm gonna make gonna make a really quick.
Now tell people where you can pick up these products.
I got this at Kitcraft, KITKRAFT.com. You can pick it up. It's website.com, I think, or it might be .biz, but it's Kitcraft and it's in North Hollywood. And I did show. It's just kind of called this. This one's the Magic Sculpt White Resin. And but I think the East Coast you guys have your own supplier out there because shipping might be a lot.
Yeah.
And I usually build an armature with it underneath it because it can get pricey. Like for instance, I think these 2 maybe are $130, but this can go really far.
Is that $130?
You can find little ones for like little containers for like $10.
$130 a piece, or is that combined?
No, for both. So
Okay.
it's not that expensive, but it's more expensive. It's really similar to working with clay, except for you don't have to fire it. But clay is like you get a big chunk of it for $5. So it's.
Right.
I don't feel it's pricey because I feel it's more convenient. But so anyways, I'm gonna take my gloves off because I just started wearing them because
Now, in the future, if you'd like to do another show, I'd like to do a show where you're working on one of your masterpieces or something, where we could get a view of that. Would you be up for that?
Sure, I'm gonna get a new studio in the next few months, so I'll be able. Right now, I'm like studio-less. That's why I'm at Metamorphosis Records here.
Gotcha.
So here's the little ball guy. Let me see if I can put him up so you can see him. And so I don't have water with me, but I'm just gonna use this whiskey. Let's see if
You're
I can,
so awesome! I saw you use beer and something on a interview.
Yeah. You know, you use whatever you have around you.
MacGyver.
So basically what I do, because this stuff starts to get tacky, but you have about an hour to work with it depending on the weather. So I'm just going to make a really quick little, let me see if I can do it backwards. I'm just going to make a really quick little skull. But I mean, you could, if I had more tools and stuff here. Actually, I really only just use Q-tips and toothpicks. Because the Q-tips and toothpicks, so let me see here if I can do it where it's not. You know what? I'm going to jump behind here so I can do it right in front of the. See if you can. Let me know if you can see it because I can't see you. So, is it coming up?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just going to make it look like a little skull guy right here. I'm going to try. Actually, I'm going to get a bigger piece. So I'm rolling it up, and then here, so here is my whiskey-soaked little skull. He's starting to take shape, except for having trouble back here. Normally, I would have this on an armature, so this would be. Can you still see it?
Yep, a little higher.
Okay.
There you go.
Right there.
Oh wow.
So this would be So this would be around something, so that way you don't waste a lot of the material. And you can the reason why I use toothpicks and Q-tips is because this tends to stick on everything. So like my fingernails are all covered with this stuff. Your rings, it just destroys stuff and you can't get it off. Which in the long run is a good thing for your medium because it's it's hardy. You can put it in water too. So, there we go. Is he starting to take shape?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is he too high?
No, that's perfect. That is
so
cool.
If I have like jewels and stuff, what I would do is I would put the jewels like in his eyes right now. Mm-hmm. Or, you can, and if I had like a belt buckle or anything that I wanted to add this to, I could put this on top of like a boring belt buckle, or you could make, something, if you have a dress or whatever, you could put like a pin on the back. Like this is kind of crappy, but you could stick a safety pin in there or some kind of pin and have an instant kind of little jewelry item. So, anyways, this is just a really quick little guy. We can give him some ears, maybe.
That is so killer.
Yep.
You're probably like, this is nothing. This is nothing.
Well, he's kind of crooked. I don't know if you could still see me making him. So.
Oh yeah, we can see him.
But the stuff is really fun. It kind of was life changing. I think a friend of mine, was it Joe Schmidt, maybe turned me onto this. I can't remember exactly. And since then, I've like showed a bunch of my friends, and I even taught a class in Port Townsend, which was kind of an interesting thing. They asked me to do this like craft class, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do, and I just went. It sounded like a lot of fun, and all my students were like, most of them were like 50, and one lady was 90, and they got really into it. They, one lady, the 90-year-old woman, saved all her chicken bones from lunch, and like came and like started incorporating them into her piece. So,
oh wow, that's awesome.
Here's this little guy. He's kind of, so what happens is I'll just let him dry, and he'll be dry in like an hour, and that's it. He's just, I mean, I could,
Well, if we're not with you in an hour, which I seriously doubt we will be, because I know your friend has to get on.
Yeah, he's got to do his thing.
Please post pics on the Ed Show page, and we'd love to see him in an hour.
Yeah, I mean, he won't look much different. He'll just look the same.
Oh.
I'll mail him to you guys. I mean, this is just not really a
That's
Oh, you know what
awesome.
I'll do is I'll just put him a little safety pin or little thing, and here he goes. So,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's so killer.
That's cool.
So, yeah. The
Thank
only
you.
thing is that that this magic sculpt leaves residue, but good thing Damien's not down here right now. Or like, what the hell are you doing?
What do you use to clean it up? Mineral spirits?
You know, you just use soap and water, but it sticks to everything. So I would recommend taking off your rings and all that stuff because you won't get it off of there.
So if I was doing it, let's say, on a nice table, you would recommend putting down some type
Yeah,
of...
like I just have like these lids. I just, I save a lot of whoops, he's backwards. I just save a lot of lids or whatever from. I just have a work table. Like usually, I just have a place that I totally fuck up. So.
No, that's cool.
But yeah, I would not recommend. Like I'm trying to do it in my house, and it's like instantly the sink is like has grime, and it's not
Now, let me ask
You can and once this is dry, you can like sand it. You can airbrush it. You can do different. You can paint it. I like to airbrush it because you can use acrylic oil. You can do different things with it. So.
Wow, you opened my eyes to a new medium. And that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really easy to use, and it's just, you just use it's like using clay. If you're familiar with using clay, then you'd be familiar with using this stuff. So.
Cool. Wow. Now, I've only messed around with, I think it was called, and this is back in the day, way back, FEMA or FEMO or...
Oh, yeah, I just recently started getting into the FEMA, the Sculpey. It's a polymer clay.
Yeah, I used to use it. I used to have braids and stuff, and I'd make little skulls I glue in the dark, and they would be all my custom braids and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
They were braids? Like you put
Yeah,
them
I put
onto
them on
your
my
braid?
braids, yeah. Little skulls and stuff. Incorporate some different colors and stuff. It's kind of similar approach that you did with that. Using, I don't recall because I was doing a lot of acid back then, but they attracted. I got a lot of questions if I was an acid dealer back then when I would be walking around with them on my head. But
Yeah, if you see that guy with braids and the skull things that he made from FEMA, definitely get some acid from him.
yeah, no, that's what it was. That's what it was. How's your drink?
My drink is good, but I might take a little break right now and do something that's my last night to do it. Is just I started smoking cigarettes again, but.
It's your last night to do it, so tomorrow you're cold turkey?
Yeah, I tend to do it. I'll stop for a month and then I'll start again. Well, the craziest thing was that I did hypnotherapy for a year and I got the acupuncture to put the seeds on your ear and I did all this stuff and I stopped smoking for a really long time because I was only a social, a drinking, smoking type of person.
Yeah.
But I remember going through and saying goodbye to everything. There was a few exceptions, if there was a natural, what do you call it, an atomic bomb or some kind of end of the world, zombie, whatever, apocalyptic ending.
Yeah,
I would
fuck
let
it.
myself smoke.
Fuck
Yeah,
it
then
and
I'm
enjoy a
like,
cigarette.
what the hell? I'm gonna get radiation lungs anyway. So I was like, so for that instance, I would smoke, but I never thought I'd have a baby, and it was weird. Instantly, right after I had the baby, the first thing I wanted was a cigarette. So it's been a really big struggle.
Well,
to,
if there's anything I can tell you, because I'm battling it on and off. I'm still tobacco addicted. I do Copenhagen, but occasionally I'll have a cigarette now and then. But it's a hand mouth. It's it's one of those things where you have to stop certain things, habits. Like I would light up as soon as I got in the shower. I would light up after a meal, after a cup of coffee. Learn how. Job situations would make you want to have a cigarette. Oh, I got to have a break, so I chain smoke 2 cigarettes in a row, hot box them. You got to break these habits. That spur them on. You could be using cigarettes while you're doing, something you're making, and then this is like, oh, I'm getting ready to almost get done, or man, I got 3-4 more hours at least to where I get into this next stage, and I got to have a cigarette. You know what I mean? You got to incorporate something else to replace that cigarette, whether it be gum, candy. It's a hand mouth thing. Nicotine gum works for some people, stuff like that. I hate to see you be addicted to something that serves no purpose in life. You know what I mean? It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
I was gonna show one more picture before I went to go do that. Let's see here. Here's the dogs that here's one of the
Oh my
diamond
God!
dogs.
Wow!
So those were, I think it's on my Facebook page.
Wow! Those are
Mm.
Chihuahuas.
Well, they're supposed to be. It's supposed to be. Oh, who are those? The three-headed dogs? Not. Oh, now I'm
Is
forgetting.
that a Greek? Is that Greek?
Yeah, the three-headed dogs from mythology that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Those in
Or
Clash
the
of
world.
Titans and stuff like that.
And why can't I remember them? I'm sure
I
it's in
can't
the
either.
thing. But so this is all made from Magic Sculpt. This one's kind of big. If you look up close, there's like that's the inside. He's like
That's so
there's
cool.
like the Grim Reaper, I think, on there with in a pool or
Now,
something.
quick question
But,
on that piece you just showed me with the was that a deer?
oh, here's the deer.
But when
This
you
one?
when you showed the one before that, how much like what is your average time spent on these works? You know, I mean, what are you looking at time wise? You're putting into these.
Well, I never thought about it until I started having to pay a babysitter. So I think it's a lot of time. But before I would just kind of zone out and just sit there and make stuff. Like I would go crazy if I didn't make stuff. Like I'd have these things and I'd work on it for like 3 days straight. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I just did that in like a day. And now I'm realizing like, holy shit, those probably took a lot more hours than I thought. But like for instance, this piece has 72,000 crystals just hand glued on it.
Wow.
I had an intern, this guy Miles from England. He helped me do that one. But I'd say that the one deer thing that you saw, let's see, or this guy's really small. This guy's like this big, and he probably took a day. So it's like a mouse holding a severed finger.
Yeah.
But the let's see if I can find this guy's big. It's actually a dick, which is
A type of deer.
yeah, it's like a miniature deer. So it's
Right.
a dick taxidermy form.
Uh-huh.
So it's a life-size dick.
So you're looking at like a
Which I guess
25,
is like it's not quite big. It's probably about
a small
3
dog,
feet.
a medium
Yeah,
dog,
no, probably bigger. Probably like a
40-pound dog.
Saint Bernard, maybe smaller than a Saint Bernard. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, they're kind of a weird looking animal. Anyways, so that one probably took a
A week?
probably maybe a week or less. Probably. I mean, if I was working on it nonstop, but I mean,
You're
real-
talking. So you're talking a couple hundred hours.
probably, maybe, I don't know.
No, I just
Fine.
I can remember getting. I would tell people out there never take 2 art classes at once, because some of the assignments I had that I remember, I was spending between 26 to 48 hours per class on one assignment. So
Yeah.
and then try to fill in all the other classes. That's what made me drop out. Is I just couldn't keep up with it. I was just like, what am I doing to myself? And it would show in some of them. And some of them it would be just like, it was pretty obvious I did drugs. Because my assignment would look different from other people's. But, don't.
Drugs are bad for you.
Well, thank you.
Uh.
But
But
go ahead.
let's see what I'm gonna say. I don't have anything else to say. I don't know.
So, I know you got to get going and stuff. I don't want to keep you on here. If you want to continue this or move it on, we can do that too. But I want to thank you so much. This was so
Yes.
cool. Didn't even.
Thank you guys. This was really fun. This is fun.
Well, we.
I've been wanting to do that little demo thing. So it
Yeah,
was a
I
good.
want to take it another step up and do it again, or maybe do like a sideshow or something in the future. Maybe you and I, when you get some spare time, we can kick out some ideas and see where we can take it. This is really cool. I mean, you don't realize what you could do just by what you just did right now, and you could really turn on a lot of people to, something really cool. I mean, shit. Right here, bring it to your home, do it online with Liz McGrath. I mean, this is so fucking cool.
Well, I
Yes,
hope,
it is.
I just want to inspire people, and a lot of times I think it's just you start fighting with the material, and then that can ruin your time with art, and it's a fun process. And yeah, I was doing Sculpey. I was trying to get into just like that super Sculpey stuff, and it was so soft, and it was so frustrating. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I found I went online and I found all these good like chat rooms. It's kind of like the Scrapbooker Club. It was like the Sculpey Doll Maker Club, but because I have to work with smaller stuff now that I don't have a studio, and I learned so much from just going online and watching YouTube videos. So hopefully, I want to reciprocate.
YouTube is like the modern day Encyclopedia Britannica. Between that and Wiki, I mean, you can. Not everything you find out on those is true or whatever, but I mean, if you want to learn how to do something, YouTube is the way to go. I mean,
I learned how to crochet.
Wow.
I was on bed rest, so I had nothing else to do.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about getting messy and stuff with crochet. I mean,
I had to do it one-handed.
One-handed? Why? You have IVs?
I had to line my side, but...
Oh, gotcha. Wow. Is there anything you want to say? You want to say hi to anybody out there or anything? Or plug anybody? Or...
No, I just want to say thank you for watching, and thanks for having me on the show, and if you have any questions, or I'll definitely come on. Maybe I'll go to Winter's house. Winter, if you're out there, if you have a Tuesday night, maybe we'll do it a little bit later because we're all getting home from work around 7. But yeah, we'll go out there. We'll try and think of a cool craft to make, and we'll bring it on.
Awesome. Can I get you to plug the show? Can I get you to say,
Sure.
hey, this is Liz McGrath, and you're listening to the Ed Show fanzine?
This is Liz McGrath, and you're listening to the Ed Show fanzine.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I'll be sure to cut that up, and that'd be very welcome on my show. I'll try to play that all the time. I'll be talking to you soon, Liz. For Dano, Drabu's not here. I want to thank you so much.
Yes.
This was a great time. I would, next time maybe we can do this longer or do it all 3 hours at Liz McGrath and do a special edition of the Ed Show. And then if Miss Derringer ever gets back together, you do practices or whatever, we'd love to sit in on it. Bring your webcam, whatever, and we'd love to watch you guys play. Just out of curiosity, is your husband a tattoo artist? Because I saw the one work where you had the deer or antelope.
Oh yeah, he does. Let me see it. Well, he did tattoos. He worked. There's like one of the tattooed weasels or something. But he did tattoos before I met him. He was working in a tattoo studio, but he's not doing it now. He's a photographer actually, and he took some awesome photos of Winter in a Darth Vader mask and a bikini with a riffraff.
Oh.
So he did this whole series of like he does like girls with like animal heads on or like heads on in like bikinis and stuff.
I want to see.
And then
this
he
stuff.
paints on it. And the last photo series he did was with Riff Raff, but that was over the summertime. So he's supposed to do an art show at the White Wall Galleries, I think in April. So.
Oh, cool. So you're very, your family is creative.
Yeah, right now we're just kind of trying to figure out the whole babysitting thing. But once she starts preschool, I think, or kindergarten or whatever, then we'll be able to have more time to get back into it.
How old is she?
She's 2.5.
So is she going to be the prodigy?
Well, whatever she wants to be. I mean,
right. Geez.
If I don't want to worry about her, I'd be like, dude, don't do art. Be a doctor, be a lawyer, do something that's gonna make some money. But yeah. I mean, hopefully, if me and Morgan can make some money, then we'll give it all to her.
Cool.
Let her do whatever she wants to do.
That's great. That's great.
But at this point, I don't want to pigeonhole her into anything.
Yeah, just as long as you don't send her to some Baptist school or something.
Yeah.
I know, I got to keep her. Actually, the Baptist school ended up in Jay, Florida. Do you know where Jay, Florida is?
I've heard of Jacksonville, but I don't know about Jay, Florida.
Jay.
No, never
That
heard
was-
of it.
Yeah, it's some like back roads, weird Florida.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you again. I'm just, as with all our guests, it just keeps getting better. You just flabbergasted. I want to thank Tony Patino for hooking us up with you.
Tony.
Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, Tony did a good job. I don't know if he's in bed already. I know he's got to work tomorrow. This was awesome. Let's do this again. If you got time later, I'll chat with you. I'll be up for another hour or so. We're going to be going off the air here shortly anyways.
Okay. Well, I don't know if Damien comes back with his band practice. Maybe those guys will come down and call you or something. He's got an old member from Tongue or something, so.
Cool.
More stuff to do. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we'll probably just finish off with some music and stuff, but I want to do me a favor and try to hook me up with him so I can find him on Facebook or whatever, and then we'll go from there. Sounds like a real cool guy, and thank you so much for your time. I wish you luck with your next signing and stuff. Look forward to that knife. That'd be great.
Oh yeah. I gotta do the little intro thing, so I'll send that. I might not get to it till after the holidays, but I'm thinking because we're leaving next Wednesday to go up there, so I'm just.
That's fine.
Clearing some stuff up for the LA Art Show and stuff. So.
I want to use it for our logo, so that'd be so cool, man. That'd be, that would
be the shit.
Yeah. If it's really cool, I'll see about getting some shirts made, and I'll definitely send you one out.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool, and I can take it to Damien Torn Tees. I don't know. He tears up T-shirts. He's got like a rack of them over there.
Oh wow!
I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
This is like he has a band. He like records the bands. He hasn't played there, and he's got like this recording studio thing set up. So there's a little tour of his place.
That's awesome.
But hopefully I'll have my studio back, so I'll have so I'll be able to do stuff in my place.
Well, let's do this again. Let's have it Liz McGrath 2. And thank you so much, and I hope you have a great holiday, and we'll see you next year. I'll be talking to you before then, but Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, whatever, This was awesome.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Talk to you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Liz McGrath. Check her out. Look her up. Buy her work. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
How do I turn this off?
Just push the red button. All right. That was Liz McGrath from L.A., not Lower Alabama. And if you're looking to get some of her work or your books, you can find them on Amazon, possibly eBay. I would say go to her site because she's got some good stuff. I don't have that information in front of me, so contact me if you want to get that, or contact us at the Ed Show fanzine. We'll be glad to help you out. Check it out. Thanks for listening to the Ed Show. If you're going to tune out, whatever, check us out some more. We're going to play some tunes right now. Dano, you got something queued up?
Sure do.
And hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Tell your friends about us. If you got some bands or anything you want to promote, send them our way. We'll be glad to help them out. We're a punk hardcore show. Anything that's close to that, we'll be glad to promote it. So have a good night. We're going to come back before the show, say good night, come back and see us next week. Down by Law.
Yeah.
The streets deserted, I don't see nothing. Up to my collar, I see the sky rise. Young girls that pocket, they got a lifeline. Talk to the four friends who work the pipeline. You know it takes time to find an angle. It's like a double door with just one handle. They walk on concrete that has no lead much. There's such intrusion in our confusion. Back on these dust storms, turned on the daytime. You smell the rubber in the springtime. You learn to work well within the shadows. Skull-face incision, years of precision. They say it feels good to drink with passion. A common knowledge that is combining. You shit. They don't take chances. Talk to the rich man who never answer.
It wasn't broken knee, nor was he sort of jerk. The scrapes and bruises show right through the
the pause that refreshes. Yeah, now let me put my life link on. Help me. I am falling. I can't get up. Life alert.
Timmy's in the well.
Lassie. Timmy fell into the well. Timmy was 5 years old last time I saw him.
Yeah.
Tim Lane. Remember him?
Yeah.
Greg Austin, the saxophone player for Tupelo Chain Sex.
Maybe we can get them to call in.
Yeah, Tupelo Chain Sex would be good. Anyways, next week we're going to have Bob Dylan.
I will be off.
No, we're going to have Down by Law. A couple of guys from Down by Law. Let's see. Maybe somebody else, too. It's always subject to change. That's just the way it is in this business. And it's not really a business. It's for fun because we don't make any money off this. We just do it for the love of it. I set my work schedule around it. Danny sets his work schedule around it.
Yeah.
It's just for the love of it. Dreb sets her work schedule. I mean, see, Dreb couldn't even make it here tonight. And Dreb, you deserved a break. You've really helped me out, and I want to thank you. Other than that, I hope you guys have a safe week. There's always a possibility we'll go on the air during the week and stuff. It's just whatever we can fit into our schedules. If you got a band you want to get on here or some music you want to hear, contact us at the Ed Show fanzine. We got a message thing on there. You can just send us a message, and we try to look at them as soon as possible and respond back. We got a lot of feedback, and I want to thank you. Tell your friends about us. We're trying to grow, and we're trying to take this to different levels. So it's just step by step, baby steps. But the baby steps are big. They're getting big. I didn't realize we're gonna grow this fast. So thank you very much for doing what you're doing. We'll try to make you happy and keep it going.
Yep.
Dano, thanks a lot for coming out tonight. I had a good time.
Hey, me too.
Liz McGrath, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are awesome. Beautiful person. Thank you very much. Thank you for Damien for letting us come into your house. Thank you people for letting us come into your house.
We know where you live now.
Yeah, I know there's some stuff in the Tampa Bay, but our Tampa Bay contact, Dreb, wasn't here. So we'll try to get more posts on the Facebook page as far as what's going on in the Tampa Bay area. Even in your area. I try to post stuff that I see is going on. I know you people are out there that are all over the country, all over the world. I thank you. Dano thanks you.
Yes.
We've got some big acts coming up in the future, but I'm not going to announce it because it's just not good. Things happen. Shit happens. So when it gets closer, I will announce these big bands, artists. Wow. I don't know what to say. Another good show.
Yep.
We're just... we're becoming juggernauts, and Putty wouldn't want us anything else. Lane ate my eclair and took my Jesus fish, so as long as I got my Devil's shirt, I'm good to go.
Yeah, you face painter.
Yeah. Well, Jerry, we're gonna have to end this, but I want to end this with my good friend Fred. And I'm not talking Rooschek. I'm talking Fred Rogers. Because it's a good feeling. So, with this, thank you again. Tune in next week, 9 to 12, maybe later. Who knows? Get your drink on. Join us, the Ed Show fanzine, every Tuesday. Dana won't be with us on the Christmas Eve show. So, I'm working on possibly a guest person in the studios. Contact me if you would be interested. We only got one extra mic, so I will go through and pick the lucky winner.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll do an all-nude show if it's all women, just me and all women. Yeah, that'd be badass, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyways, enough of my pervertedness. Have a great night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite because they carry germs. Yeah, only you can prevent forest fires. Fred, why don't you take it away? Good night, people. See you next week.
Sayonara.
time, don't we? Whenever I see some socks, I'll think of the people who make them. In fact, there's my sock. There are so many people in this world who do so many things to help others. I trust that you're growing up to do those kinds of things too. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling. The feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. You always make each day such a special day. You know how? By just your being you. There's only one person in the whole world like you, and people can like you exactly as you are. I'll be back next time. Bye-bye.